And he's the father of your two youngest children, right? Of
No,
your.
no.
Oh.
This man not even the fuck. So you got the three from the first, and then these two come from another, and now you got a boyfriend.
What do
Listen,
you want to do? What do you want to do? What is it that you want to hear? What is the.
See, she already not leading this woman into good advice. That's why a lot of these chicks will never be like Kevin Samuels, because they won't give it to him like Kevin Samuels would.
I don't go out. I'm just work, school.
So do you feel like you're just
He's
staying
tired of that
because you
too.
don't want to be lonely? Is that what I'm hearing?
A little bit, yeah.
It ain't that. Host, why you give bad advice? It's not because she want to be lonely. It's hard out here. That girl gonna struggle. Struggle. Forget being lonely. She's gonna struggle.
It's like you took out braids. That's it.
I know. I gotta do it. That's why
Them girls be ashamed of their hair, boy.
I didn't want to go on camera, but let me stop being like that.
Take your time.
Okay. Put on my bonnet. I'm just excited that you added me. So I have a question about my relationship. Can you hear me?
Yes. Jen, you got on a shirt, Jen?
For real.
It's a tube top.
Okay. Okay. What's going on?
Girl, naked.
So, me and my boyfriend, we've been staying together for 4 years.
Mhm.
I have 5 kids. And so my 3 older ones by my husband, they stay with him. So it's just me and my 2 youngest. And
Okay.
for 4 years, he's
Okay,
not
so she got 3 kids with the previous situation. She got 2 with the current boyfriend. I think they've been together 4 years.
really bonding with them. And
For 4 years, you're saying your boyfriend you're with now hasn't bonded with your other kids that you have with your husband.
no, okay, I have 5 kids. My 3 older boys live with my husband, my ex-husband.
Okay.
So it's just me and my 2 younger that I had with fiance.
Okay.
So like I said, we've been living together for 4 years, and I have to ask him to do everything, like initiate everything, like date night, anything I want. I have to just tell him. I'm just at the point where I'm tired of telling. I want him to, do things. So I know my friend
What do you do for him? Just being honest.
tell me like, oh, you should leave, but I don't want to leave. He's a good dude. I mean,
Have you communicated that with him, Jennifer? Have you said, hey, babe, you never
when we get into
initiate?
arguments, yeah, it's like he only hear me when we get into an argument. Because like I said, I can take and take. He says he wants me, because I go to school. I'm going to school to be a nurse, and I work in a nursing home, and then I'm dealing with my kids. I got a lot on my plate. All I ask, like, he says, if I have to start first, like if he see me being consistent with my kids, which I am, so I don't get why he's saying that, but
He wants to see you consistent with your kids. That's what he said.
see me do stuff first, and then he'll do it. But I have my 2 younger kids. They're autistic, and it's really hard. Like just doing like homework with them. It's 2, so I'm like, can you get one and I get the other? Like,
What if he wanted to see you do first with the kids exactly? What?
okay, I need to be more reading with them more, and I do need to like read with them more every day. But like again, I'm in nursing school, and it's a lot. So I'm trying to, but I'm just not doing as much.
And he's the father of your 2 youngest children, right? Of your.
No.
Okay,
And that's
Jennifer.
another thing too. He has a daughter, but she stays with her mom, and
Hold up.
he sees her like every other weekend
Hold
or
on.
every. And that's
Jennifer.
another thing.
And he's the father of your 2 youngest children, right? Of your.
No.
Oh.
This man not even the fuck. So you got 2 baby daddies. You got the 3 from the first, and then these 2 come from another, and now you got a boyfriend.
Okay,
And that's
Jennifer.
another thing too. He has a daughter, but she stays with her mom, and he sees her like every other weekend or every month, once a month or something. It's not consistent with her. He's just more like financial. So I'm asking, sometimes I tell myself, like, I guess I'm expecting too much. If he's not really around his child, how can I expect him to really be there and bond? But I'm like,
Ding, ding, ding.
how can you live with someone for 4 years? You a man, and I have boys, and I at least attempt to be like a role model father
But the
figure.
thing is,
Ma'am, you got two autistic boys, and there's nothing wrong with that. My oldest daughter is autistic, but the fact of the matter is, you can't expect for him to come into your life and somehow be Superman when he's not even that in his own life, and you already got kids from other situations beyond the little ones. Like,
it's Jen, he could also say, why did you allow me to be here for this long and not even bond with my children?
I guess because
Why did you allow it as a woman? That could also be a question, Jen.
yeah, because I see the good in him. I don't know. Our relationship started off a little rocky. My guard was up. There was some trust issues in the beginning. So I don't know. I know what I need to do. It's just if he's still here, like it's just simple stuff. Like,
What do you want to do? What do you want to do? What is it that you want to hear? What is the
see, she already not leading this woman into good advice. She need to be like straight serious. See, that's why a lot of these chicks will never be like Kevin Samuels, because they won't give it to him like Kevin Samuels would. I know she's trying to do that, but let's see what she does.
real question deep in your heart and soul that you want to know?
I just want him to be like a provider, a real man. I have a man in the house and not a man of the house. Like, he's helping me with half of the rent or stuff like that, but I want a family. Like, I was married before, so this is different. I experienced that, a man doing for his kids and all that, and I get it. They're not his biologically, but you knew what you was getting when you started dating me, so.
Yeah, but the thing is, too, I do understand what you're saying, and it sounds like you want to feel more like a family, like mom and dad, children together, doing activities, bonded. But the thing is, the foundation of the relationship sounds like it wasn't built on that. So it's hard to do that 4 years later. If this is your pattern, if this how the relationship was built on this type of, I guess, pattern, habit, behavior, then why should he change now?
First of all, she needs to be telling her that she can't get better than what her ex was. Her previous marriage. You can't come down two times from having babies with two different guys and expect to bring a guy in to now be better than the first two guys that you chose and you already gave all that to. You had babies by those guys. You don't get no better than that. Those are your guys. She should be asking her, why didn't the first marriage work out? What happened?
All right. Like I said, he shows, like, he does stuff for me. It's just like at the point, because I have kids, it's time to, I don't know, I guess I am.
The thing is, you've always had children. You've had your 2 children already, and he knew. And I'm sure in the beginning, when you guys first started dating, Jen, you said, this is what I want in a man. This is what I want to look for. And, you guys were vibing out. Things was good. He said what he would do and how he would do it. And somewhere along the way, he just didn't. And then maybe you thought, okay, he's a good guy. Maybe he'll change in a month.
So I was more so with his potential.
Right.
Like, exactly. I know what he can do, so I'm waiting for that.
Yeah. But I don't. You gotta look at me. I gotta see you. Right.
Let's see, if this was Kevin Samuels, he would have been told her to get that camera right. Kevin Samuels would not have allowed this to go on like this with this camera all flying all over the place, about to give me a seizure.
Right now. Okay. We can't do anything with potential. The bill man, the rent man, the mortgage man, you can't say, you know what, in 2 months, my money's coming in. Can I pay you later? You can't do that. They want their money now.
Right.
Right? Mom has to show up now for the kids.
I have to prove myself to him, basically. Like,
you can't do anything with potential. You just can't.
See, she giving bad advice. She's trying to blame the guy, not even showing that she's the problem.
Unfortunately, nothing's gonna change, and he doesn't have to change because you have made it okay for so long. And I'm being very honest with you, woman to woman. What's that?
They say people do to you what you allow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not this host about to make you break up another relationship where you done gave your body to somebody.
I don't know. I just feel, like I said, I do feel stupid. I know what I need to do is just, I love him. I have a fear of abandonment. Like, everything I love, I always lost, or I got hurt the most by people that love me. I don't know. It's really hard to explain the whole situation. I'm a little nervous. too, but
No, absolutely. Maybe therapy too, Jen. You need to go to therapy. Not only abandonment issues and maybe things from your childhood or your past, also a mom and you have autistic kids, like you said, children. Your other children are living with your ex-husband. That's a lot to deal with. I'm sure you have thoughts. Maybe sometimes you feel guilty about certain things.
I
You
just
have a lot on your plate. So
I'm just
you
like I said, I tell him I'm overwhelmed. Like I just need a helpmate. Is it so wrong with just helping me? Like as I'm always there for him. I'm in there for everybody. When it comes to me, it's like,
he
oh,
knows that, Jen. He knows that. He knows you're there for everybody. He knows you're gonna be okay. He knows you're strong.
Man, I'm gonna be honest, buddy came in there because you was vulnerable, because you needed all that. She talking about because you strong. No, buddy came in there because you was vulnerable and he was able to go ahead and slip in, bust you down, create a situation with you, but possibly never really take you serious. And then he's saying that he wanted to see how you are with your kids. You already know the type of stress you got in your life. You got 2 kids that's autistic. You got it. You got to make sure you be a mother to them. You got your other previous kids that's with their dad. You not even you don't even have custody of your first kids. That already should show that you some bull shit. Respectfully, that should show that because you don't even have custody of your first 3 kids, and we all know that most of the time the first 3 kids, usually the kids always get custody with the mom. But I will say this in a good light of that, she probably gave them to the dad because they were boys. So I understand that. But the fact that it's even set up like that, it probably even shows even more that you just not fit for this. You might just not be fit for it. You probably need therapy. You need to sit back, see if you can get yourself grounded somewhere.
He knows that. So he doesn't have to show up in the way that you want him to show up because you made it okay for so long, Jen. You made it okay. Why now? Why all of a sudden now you want me to change when it has been okay for 4 years?
like my friend used to tell me, she says like, you're doing all these wifely things for him, and why would he make you a wife? I'm like, and I tell him that too. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna fall back on some of the stuff. He said, oh, why? Like, if you're gonna, he says he's gonna marry me, like, it's in the plan, but he just, we want to be more financially ready. But I told him, I'm like, you talking to somebody that used to be married before, and I was in my, like, 22 when I got married. So we were dead broke, like, but we had each other. So what's the difference?
Why you didn't stay in that?
But I don't even know that you guys should get married if this is how the relationship is going now.
Because like I said in the beginning, it was rocky. It was me. Because I felt like this. I gave him loyalty. We had some. He cheated on me. Well, it wasn't like a physical cheat or whatever. And that, like, once it's like I said, it's really complicated. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's hard. I feel stupid. I shouldn't even.
You don't have to feel stupid, Jen. There's plenty of women on this live who has experienced this, who have been through something. Everyone has been through something.
I just feel like he's not validating my feelings. Like, even if I'm wrong, I just need somebody to be more understanding. And then again, what I want, I don't feel like it's a lot. It's like it's asking for too much. Just, if you're gonna live with me, just be there for my kids. Like, if you love me, love my kids. Show affection to my kids. Initiate stuff. I'm tired.
You had, again, you should have built that foundation in the beginning, year one, or maybe into year 2, because
You should be asking why she didn't work out with her first husband.
I don't know how soon you let him meet your children, but that foundation should have been built in the beginning, not 4 years later, Jen. Now y'all already have your routine, y'all have your patterns. Why should he change now?
All right. Well, why is it so hard to like leave though? Like, I'm just afraid, like, if I do leave and he gonna find somebody and give her everything, and then I'm just, who's gonna really want me with 5 kids?
Of course he's gonna do that, and let's see what's gonna come after this. But of course he's gonna get with somebody else who doesn't have as many kids as you, because he's gonna see the mistake that he already made in the situation with you. And she's in a very tough place right now, but it all boils down to you chose wrong at the very beginning. You chose wrong by getting with a guy who didn't really want to take you serious. You went off potential. You said your first relationship, y'all was broke. Why would you get with somebody that's possibly just as broke? Like, why are you doing that? That makes no sense. You chose wrong. And secondly, she probably don't even understand that taking advice from friends is probably gonna be one of the worst things she can do in this situation as well. The friends are gonna keep you single for sure. And in the whole, you doing wifely duties and you're not a wife yet. What do you think? How do you think you get a job? You have to do the job sometimes before it comes to even show that you qualify for the job. So if you're not doing those wifely duties, a lot of the time the dude gonna be like, man, I don't want to get into this situation if it's gonna stay like this, because he ain't gonna want to sit around and see if it happens.
I don't go out. I'm just work, school.
So do you feel like you're just
Dude's
staying
tired of that
because you
too.
don't want to be lonely? Is that what I'm hearing?
A little bit, yeah.
Man, it ain't that.
Yeah.
It ain't that. Host, why you give bad advice? It's not because she want to be lonely. It's hard out here. That girl gonna struggle. Forget being lonely. She's gonna struggle. That is what it is.
But the thing is, if you're not getting what you want and your only fear is because you're lonely, I mean, I feel like you're already lonely. You just get to say, oh, I have a fiance, but you're alone in the relationship still.
When you do stuff, I mean, you know, it's nice. Like I said, he buys me things. It's just not consistent. And it's like, it's not even about the gifts or anything. Again, I'm more family oriented. Like, I want him to do.
I could give you advice. I can tell you what you need to do. I think you already know what you should do. But when you're ready, I think when you're ready, you'll make that decision. When you're ready, you'll make that decision. And the thing is, getting married either makes whatever's going on better or it makes it worse. So I want you to also keep that in mind. Things are not going well between me and him. Is it gonna get better for me, him, and my children when we get married?
Right.
Because, you know, there's a saying, I could do bad all by myself. I don't need help doing bad by myself.
Man, I'm gonna tell her this. This is one of the best things you can do. Leave that guy alone. And when I say leave him alone, don't be a headache in his life. Still be with him, because you need the support, and you done been with him 4 years. Don't be a headache. Be as feminine, the whole nine. You know, treat him like the man that you love. Let him keep providing for you, and possibly, hopefully, he might show to where he wants you in his life permanently. Don't go meddling. Don't go looking to see if he's doing anything on you, cheating and things like that. Best thing you can do is try and hold him down in the state that you in. Because if you get back out there on the streets, what you gonna get? You got 5 kids. Like, it's gonna be hard out there once again.
I know that. I know I can do better by myself, but I just don't want to start all over. Like, I feel like I wasted 4 years. Why we can't like get it together? Is it still a little bit of hope? Maybe if he.
I mean, do you want to wait another 4 to find out too? Do you want to do another 4 years? 4 years older. 4 years of more life. 4 years more.
Yeah.
Bad
You
advice.
have to decide
That's my
that.
problem. I've been a people pleaser like a lot. Like, I do need to focus on myself and more self-love. It's hard because I've been like mentally abused and physically abused, and yeah, so I guess that's
a part. Yeah, that plays a part in how we show up in relationships and what type of partners we choose.
feel
That's why
like-
you have to go to therapy, Jen.
right. I just feel like him knowing all of that, like, how can you still stay with somebody, you know, and knowing that they're hurting and they're trying their best, the best they know how, and like he said, I gotta give 100 for him to give 110. And I'm like, I'm giving.
Yeah. It's because you're allowing it. You know, if you allow it, he's just gonna do it. And he knows that you have these feelings already, like, oh, she ain't leaving me. She ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
She knows that just as much as you believe that to be true, he knows it.
Yeah, it just hurts hearing it. Like, I know, but then like I'm saying, I'm asking you and you telling me, and I hear seeing the comments. Like, I know what I need to do. Is just, I don't know why I can't just take that step and just leave.
Yeah, because it's scary. It's scary. You're like, your thoughts, as you just said to me, I shall have 5 children. I've been with this man for 4 years. I'm listening to YouTube. There's girls out here who ain't got no man, ain't got no baby, ain't got no this. You're listening to things not only on the internet, but from people in your life. So with that, with all the thoughts that you have about yourself and your life, that all is coming down on your spirit and on your mind. That's making it harder for you to leave.
Yeah.
It's all of those things.
I'm just tired of getting into relationships, and I'm always the one to have to show them, what a woman should be like. Like move accordingly. I gotta teach them. I don't know how to teach a man, but
yeah, and you shouldn't
show them how to.
It's your fault, ma'am. You just choosing wrong.
Love me, how to.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to. That's why you need therapy. That's why you need to go to therapy, Jen. You have to go. You have to go.
Well, thank you. I'm sorry. I'm not really good.
No worries. A lot of people.
I watch your stuff all the time.
Well, I think that's about the end of that. Let's go ahead. Let me give my synopsis of that situation. I definitely think she need the therapy part. Her having 5 kids, previous 2 situations with the kids, she definitely needs therapy. Somebody to vent and get all that information out to. Secondly, I don't think she should go back on the dating market and just say like, I'm gonna leave him. Try and go back out there unless she has some form of family support. Then she can possibly be single, and then she could possibly, get help from family or whatnot. But at the same time, if she doesn't have that, and her having 2 autistic kids, oh boy, she need to stay with that guy, man. She need to take what she can get. That's where her sexual market value's at. It's right there where she's at. She can't get any better than that. And I know some people are gonna say, "Hey, you can't say what she can get." I'm not gonna say anything. The market is gonna say it because she already chose wrong 3 times. She already chose wrong 3 times. That means that her market value has given her what she deserves. That's not me or anybody else doing that. But I think a lot of women don't want to admit that they're the reasons for their own demises. Her failing is because of her. Nobody told her to choose the people that she chose. Nobody. She chose that on her own. And I wish I wish the host would have went into a little bit more details in the backstory as to why the marriage ended, because we could have solved the whole problem right there. But she went into, well, you started the relationship off like that. That's just the way how it's going to finish. And that's partly right. But at the same time, we're not going into enough of her backstory as to why she chooses the way how she chooses and why she keeps putting herself in these situations. Because I'm pretty sure that girl has a type and what she's attracted to even put her in that position to where she wants to dibble and dabble in, those areas of those type of guys. And yeah, man, like I said, this is gonna be, we need Kevin Samuels back. We need Kevin Samuels back, man, because man, Kevin Samuels kept it real. He kept it 100 with these females. At least the ones who, want to try and get their life together and try and fix it and wondering why they, like I said, they have all this power and value, but they use it wrong early up. They spend it up wrong. You already got your $1 million up front. How are you going to spend it? If you blow your money, it's on you now. But when a guy gets to a certain age and he actually earns and works for his $1 million, you can't tell him what he should and should not be doing. And that's what ends up happening. A lot of women want to change guys around and try and fix them. Not fix them. They want to try and make them acquiesce to the way how they operate. He should be doing this for my kids. He should be doing that for my kids. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. That dude is going to do exactly what he's coming into your life to do. And that's to be a placeholder for that moment in time. I understand why she's concerned, because it's definitely a shot clock going to when that guy might leave, and she's really shook. But guess what? If you're that shook, you just need to make sure you keep him around. Make sure no girl can take your man. That's all you can do. I mean, because even when you become a nurse, it's never going to be a point where you feel like you got a leg up on him. It's never going to be like that. That's why I think a lot of females, once they start getting money and this and that, you don't have to take that. You can leave that. Okay, for the ones that do that, now you have a lot of bad habits and experience and baggage mentally. because you are so used to just getting up and leaving, you can't never stay now. It's a catch-22 either way. It's just all depending on which side of the fence you want to be on as a female. But both sides gonna have its downsides. Both sides might have their pros. It just all depends what's gonna work out for you. But both of these females on this screen are some bullshit. The host and the young lady. And I wish the best for the young lady, man. When I say bullshit, it's all out of respect. I'm not trying to be nasty or anything like that. But it just still goes down to the way how people choose, man. The way how the females choose. It's on them. They have the power. I know we can always say, we got trash guys. You don't have to pick the guy, though. It's lots of guys who would love to be with you. But you look at those guys as, I don't like that. I don't like him. And then you get with the ones who not really on their purpose and passion. A lot of y'all feel like y'all can't even compete with the ones who are on their purpose and passion. So you rather just not even play that game. You rather get with the ones who are some bull crap. Let me find out what y'all think about this. I feel like I talked long enough. This is JayBReacts. Y'all like the video, comment below. And until next time, peace.